The Battle of Briar Creek, fought on March 3, 1779, was a crucial engagement in the American Revolutionary War that took place in Screven County, Georgia. Unlike the successful Patriot engagement at the Battle of Kettle Creek just a few weeks earlier, the Battle of Briar Creek ended in a devastating defeat for the Patriot forces. This battle had significant strategic consequences, reinforcing British control over Georgia and impacting the broader Southern campaign. Background: in late 1778, British forces under Lieutenant Colonel Archibald Campbell captured Savannah, Georgia, marking the beginning of a renewed British campaign in the southern colonies. The British strategy relied heavily on rallying Loyalist support and leveraging Loyalist militias to secure control over Georgia and the Carolinas. Following the capture of Savannah, British Brigadier General Augustine Prevost took command of British forces in Georgia, focusing on consolidating British gains and extending their influence inland. Patriot forces, aware of the British threat, sought to disrupt their plans and regain control over Georgia. After their victory at Kettle Creek in February 1779, Patriot leaders, including Major General Benjamin Lincoln, aimed to capitalize on the momentum. Lincoln moved his forces into South Carolina and then into Georgia, hoping to challenge British control. The prelude to battle. General John Ashe, commanding a contingent of approximately 500 North Carolina militia and Continental soldiers, was ordered by General Lincoln to advance towards Augusta. Ashe's mission was to harass British positions and disrupt their operations. Meanwhile, British forces under Lieutenant Colonel Mark Prevost, brother of Augustine Prevost, moved to intercept the Patriots. Ashe's forces established a camp on the west bank of Briar Creek, near its confluence with the Savannah River. Despite the strategic importance of their position, Ashe's troops were poorly fortified and lacked adequate reconnaissance. This oversight would prove to be a fatal mistake. The battle. On March 3, 1779, Lieutenant Colonel Mark Prevost executed a well-planned surprise attack on the Patriot camp. Prevost's forces, consisting of about 900 British regulars, Loyalists, and Hessians, made a wide flanking maneuver, crossing Briar Creek upstream and approaching Ashe's camp from the rear. The dense swamps and forests of the area concealed the British advance, allowing them to achieve complete surprise. Ashe's forces were caught off guard by the sudden British assault. Panic and confusion spread through the Patriot ranks as the British troops launched their attack. Despite attempts by some Patriot officers to organize a defense, the lack of fortifications and the surprise nature of the attack led to a quick and decisive British victory. The battle resulted in significant casualties for the Patriot forces, with around 150 killed, many wounded, and over 200 captured. The survivors fled in disarray, many abandoning their equipment and supplies. British casualties were minimal, with fewer than 10 soldiers killed. Aftermath and significance. The Battle of Briar Creek had several profound implications for the American Revolutionary War. 1. British control reinforced. The defeat at Briar Creek solidified British control over Georgia. It demonstrated the effectiveness of British and Loyalist forces in the region and hindered Patriot efforts to reclaim the state. 2. Patriot morale. The loss was a severe blow to Patriot morale, particularly after the victory at Kettle Creek. It highlighted the vulnerabilities of the Patriot forces, especially in terms of their need for better fortifications and reconnaissance. 3. Strategic consequences. The battle underscored the challenges facing the Patriots' southern campaign. It delayed further Patriot offensives in Georgia and allowed British forces to consolidate their positions, making subsequent Patriot operations more difficult. 4. Leadership lessons. The battle exposed weaknesses in Patriot leadership and planning. General John Ashe faced criticism for his failure to fortify his camp and for his lack of vigilance, which allowed the British to achieve complete surprise. Conclusion. The Battle of Briar Creek was a significant engagement that showcased the strategic complexities of the American Revolutionary War's Southern campaign. The British victory, achieved through careful planning and execution, dealt a severe blow to Patriot forces in Georgia. It reinforced British control over the region and highlighted the importance of effective reconnaissance, fortification, and leadership in military operations. The battle remains a notable example of the challenges faced by the Patriots in their struggle for independence and the tactical prowess of British and Loyalist forces in the Southern Theater.